Hello again, this is Omega Rider 1. Today we're going to be doing a review of Bobobo-bo-bobo. At least I think that's what it is. Just to give my thoughts on this series beforehand, I never really liked it that much. Even when it was on its original run on Cartoon Network, I really did not like it at all. I sat through it, but I hated it. Just absolutely hated this show. And I know there's a bunch of people out there who do like it, but I do know this, that many people are split when it comes to this show. Either they really like it or they really hate it, and I just happen to be in the latter category, just so you know. So anyone who does like this series, you might want to watch a different video, maybe something that you know is going to praise it, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. So let's just get on our way with this. Plot. In the year 3001.5, the entire world is under the tyrannical rule of the Maruhage Empire, and their leader, Surusurulina IV, Baldubald IV in the English dub, and his hare hunt troupe capture innocent bystanders' hair, leaving them bald in their villages in ruins. Standing against this evil regime is the heroic but bizarre rebel Bobobo-bo Bo-bobo, who fights the hare hunt troupe with his powerful Hanage Shinken, Fist of the Nose Hair. His team consists of the normal teen girl Beauty, the smelly teen warrior Hippokomaru, Gasser in the English dub, and the Hajike leader Don Patch, Papa Rocks in the English dub. Bobobo is an exciting, gag-filled quest to deliver his own hairy brand of justice to evildoers everywhere. Yes, I seriously copied and pasted the entire plot, since not only has it been so long since I last saw the show, but the plot was simply unable to be followed. The fucking characters and storyline could not sit down and shut the fuck up for a few seconds for me to find my bearings. Though it's based on manzai duos doing stand-up and fusing it with parodying famous anime shows like Gundam and Hokuto no Ken, which I happen to like, these aspects not only fail at saving the lack of the story, but they also aren't funny in the least. Believe me, I adore Japanese comedy as much as I love that of both American and British comedy as well. But the jokes are so fucking random and thrown in my face constantly that I have no time to actually step back and appreciate the humor. It's absolutely terrible. It's an 8 out of 20. Characters. As with most parody shows, many characters fall flat as they are insipid and one-dimensional. None of the characters make me give two shits about whether or not they live or die, as the constant tangents, digressions, and attempts at wacky slapstick comedy is enough to incite hatred in even the most compassionate. There are very few serious characters in the series, and those who simply have no place, and those who simply have no place being in a show like this. Their out-of-place presence makes them awkward to watch and simply ruins the possibility of being good. A 1 out of 10. Art and animation. Though the animation moves at an astonishingly fast pace, the problems are mostly with character designs themselves, being overly exaggerated or pure eyesores. Thankfully, the overall fluidity of the animation and standardized quality saves the show from a much lower score, of 3 out of 5, surprisingly. Music. The OST is made of mostly upbeat jazz tracks with very fast-paced, upbeat openings. Though not bad by any stretch, it's a shame that the show itself sucks. Though overall, I can't remember much from the actual BGMs for the show. So really, it's pretty much unforgettable, or I'd just say average. 3 out of 5. Voice acting. Like many other animes to be dubbed by Viz Media, or at least some kind of company adjacent to them, the casting is actually pretty good. However, the dialogue and subsequent faults with the rest of the series undermines any positive aspects of the acting, as it cannot save the show. A 5 out of 10. Overall, probably the worst show I'll ever review. Bobobo is a rarity in mainstream anime, and that usually earns either complete love or complete hate from the community. I happen to fall into the latter category. I give Bobobo-bo-bobo a 4 out of 10. Now, believe it or not, I'm actually going to eat my words because that review was done before I decided to review the next show in my list. Be afraid, everyone. Be very, very afraid. Because next time, I am reviewing the actual worst show that I have ever seen. Demon Lord Dante. A show so terrible that literally I think it's up there with Garzy's Wing and Space Thunder Kids. Oh god. Anyway, this is Omega Rider 1, and I'll be seeing you later.